We are in the Pacific Northwest as we get set for football at Lumen Field here in the Soto District of Seattle. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis, thrilled to be with you from the broadcast booth. And, partner, before we get this thing started, what are you going to be watching?
Who gets off to a fast start? In horse racing terms, they talk about catching a flyer out of the gate. Who sets the pace and makes the other team chase?
Their meeting in Super Bowl 49 was thrilling. What's in store here? The Pats and Seahawks are underway.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. Under center will be the Southern California native standing at 6'4", Sam Darnold.
And the thing with Sam Darnold is we know the skill set is there. May not be the most mobile or strongest arm quarterback in the league, but usually plays with really good poise and at his best, like a point guard in basketball, able to move around and distribute the rock.
And Shaheed going to go in motion. Darnold going to throw right away. Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. A 6-yard pickup.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They get 17 on that one. Move the chains. First down, Seahawks.
First down. First and 10.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Back to throw, Darnold. That'll be caught by Cobb. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
And this is off the left upright. And it comes back. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game.
That was an ugly-looking kick. And the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page. So even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks. And that's exactly what we saw here.
two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48.
They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Ohio State.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Big Leonard Williams there on the stop.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Now a 2nd and 10. And they go play action with May. Got a man. It's Kayshon Boutte.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down.
First down. A gain of 14. First down, Patriots.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
On play action, May. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the zone read, here's Henderson with it.
And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Patriots first down. It's a gain of 20. And a Patriot first down.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there.
New England.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Henderson.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Once more with Henderson. And this time he'll get in. Touchdown, New England. Well, first quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point.
And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots.
Makes the score Patriots 7.
So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive.
And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Darnold.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. They'll run on first down with Price.
Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more.
It's a gain of a yard. And the Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Can't we score?
Now it's Darnold. And he is going to lose yardage here.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
36-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it facing a second and long situation.
Here's Darnold.
On the slant, here's Smith and Jigba.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a gain of a yard, and the Seahawks are going to have a first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll bring up second down.
The 15-yard line.
Here's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
First down. First and goal.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
They'll run here with Price.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Darnold. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8.
Christian Barmore getting in there to drop him.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
To throw is Darnold.
He finds Smith and Jigba in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown.
8 yards on the touchdown pass.
And the Seahawks are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels a lot better now, don't they?
Yeah, without a doubt, because give up the sack on the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Jason Myers now for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. That one in the books as a 12-play drive.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their 2nd drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's May. Now he's going to step up and run.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Sam Darnold leading the offense out for their next possession. 5 for 5 that last drive. Touchdown pass as well. He was clicking. Receivers, I don't want to be cliche, but running really solid routes too.
And what I love about it is when you look across any team, all right, the body types of the receivers are usually different. The way that they get open, different as well. Some of them use power to get open. Some of them use those head fakes and subtle moves. Some of them just use pure speed. And the really good ones, when they're established, they know how to push off at the end of a route too.
At the 32-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Darnold now to throw.
He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Christian Gonzalez in there to break that one up.
They were maybe hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there, and that's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football. But they couldn't get the hook up there.
The Seahawks will call on Michael Dixon on 4th down to punt this one away. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. Looking to put a drive together.
To the air, May. They'll find Henderson out of the backfield here.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. To throw, it's May. They set up the screen for Henderson. Finding room at midfield.
And finally brought down right at the midfield stripe. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds Douglas complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Throwing here is May.
He finds his man complete. It's Douglas. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll throw with May.
Short pass caught by Henry.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots 1st down as he'll get this down to the 32.
It's a pickup of 6.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation.
He's got him in, complete. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Keyshawn Butte, 32 yards. And the Pats will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter.
The extra point now for Borregales.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown.
Following the touchdown, Borregales back out to send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks going to take over now late in this first half. And with just under a minute to go, they might try to think about mounting a drive here if they can and get in the end zone. Could potentially tie this game up. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Connecting with Kupp here on the out route.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 39-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down.
They'll set up to throw.
We'll get that to Charbonnet.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
A gain of 4 yards.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop.
Now be taken in by Shaheed.
Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again is Darnold. He's going to lead this for his running back. It's complete.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second down at 6 now from the 42.
Back to throw, Darnold.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up third down and 6 yards to go.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half.
9-yard attempt.
And did he have enough? He did. He kept it on line and managed to tuck it into the bottom right corner. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
All right, let's give the kicker some credit here because he didn't let the inaccurate snap faze him whatsoever. Trusted his holder to get the ball down in time, stuck to his routine, and somehow found a way to put the ball through the uprights.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to float this one deep right side.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half.
And the first half, just like the end of the game, can't end with a defensive penalty. He'll have another play.
One more play, untimed. See what happens here.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half.
So halftime now here on Sunday Night Primetime. Let's get it to Scott Hansen in Orlando with our halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, we thank you as always, and we'll see what happens here in the second half. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out with the victory. One touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. And the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Looking to put a drive together. Looking to throw. May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's May. He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
That'll give him 8 that time. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
It's a gain of 8. And it brings up 3rd down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down. At least it would appear that way. He didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
They'll drop to throw. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Henderson. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 39. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
43 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. They'll look to throw now on first down.
A throw off his back foot there. That's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, May with it. Got Dobbs over the middle.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, this offense is playing a little bit of keep away right now. They've come out here in the 3rd quarter, possessed the ball for quite a while, and they keep on converting. Nice pitch and catch there to set up the 1st and goal.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown!
Keyshawn Boutte
With his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Patriots take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen, ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now.
Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half.
They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that can make this a three-possession game.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Price. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Darnold from the gun. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They're going to give it to Henderson.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Patriots 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Henderson now on 1st and 10.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9.
Now back to throw. And he spots Henderson open left side. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. To the air, May. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Douglas. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. 1 quarter remains here on Sunday Night Primetime. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington, as we're about ready to rock and roll for the 4th and final quarter. And did he put that on a dime? He did. Wow, out of bounds at the 1-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first down, they'll start out with Price. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
Partner, I think that play echoed a short yardage run. I know they're backed up against their own goal line, but when they stack the defensive line like that, if you find any type of a crease, you're up to the 3rd level before you know it.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
A give up the middle to Price. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. To throw is Darnold. Now he's going to step up and run. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
A gain of 26 yards. That's another Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Here's Darnold. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid gain to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Darnold down to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
New England on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Now Darnold. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. The third down conversion successful, a gain of 11. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
So nothing doing there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and just a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try and run for this with Price.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from the 20.
And the Seahawks go 98 yards and finish it off in the end zone. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that big-time drive right there? If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
17. Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Oh, look at the juke.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
Looking to put a drive together. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
To throw, it's May.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
They'll throw with May. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. On first down, it's Henderson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 3. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Throwing here is May. And that will be incomplete as well.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So now Darnold and the Seahawks down by 10. 2:25 remaining. They're down to 1 timeout plus the 2-minute warning. So speed will certainly be of the essence. Down 2 scores late. Darnold. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Darnold. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now it's Darnold. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Here's Darnold.
Connecting with Cup here on the out route. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
It's second and inches at their 48-yard line.
Now second down and a few inches. Now Darnold. Open man is Barner, the tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
Well, defensively there, you want to play it a little safe and keep the action in front of you, but you definitely aren't looking to give up plays like that. They still got the cushion of a 2-score lead, but don't give them a freebie here in the final minute.
Well, they need to score, and score quick. One timeout remaining. Final minute, 1st and 10.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
16-yard line.
Now 2nd and 4. Darnold. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Coming from where they were, they knew this was going to be tough, but they got the touchdown. Now they need the miracle, the onside kick and a little extra.
Yeah, and you have to get the onside kick and not have the ball bounce around a lot and eat up time. You want to be able to grab it, possess it, and get your offense out there for what you just termed a miracle last chance.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
Makes the score Patriots.
So that drive goes 8 plays.
24.
And it all culminates with a Seattle score. So 15 ticks remaining as they line up for the onside kick. Oh, I think the Seahawks got it. They did. It's Seattle football. So they needed the onside kick. They got it. Now they need a field goal.
And that's the beauty of this. They don't have to get 6. A field goal ties the ball game for them. Nicely executed play.
Here's 1st and 10. Darnold to throw. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal. This to potentially send us to... Oh, the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared, but executing and stopping teams, that's another matter entirely.